Hello and welcome to another update video about Bitcoin. Today, Sunday, there is not much to add to the last video. I made quite an extensive one yesterday, outlining the bullish and the bearish perspective for Bitcoin. So just that you're aware of it. Overall, at the moment, we just need to be on the side of caution, of course, with Bitcoin, because it doesn't seem as if this correction here is finished. So for now, I remain short-term focused on the downside after our rally in a so-called wave 1 here to the 14th of April top. And since then we have been coming down in a so-called A, B, C correction, in which the B wave is possibly still ongoing and the C wave hasn't really started yet. We're looking at this as a wave 2 correction. The support area for the wave 2 is outlined and well known, goes down all the way to 22K. Doesn't mean we have to go to 22K, but the yellow area shows us the Fibonacci levels, which are relevant for wave 2, where we could get a reaction. There's typically a lot of support around the golden ratio, which is the 61.8 Fibonacci retracement. And at the moment, based on what we see right now, Bitcoin is not very motivated to break out directly to the upside, so I expect a deeper pullback in this wave 2 correction. It's just that the structure of what Bitcoin is doing on the micro level is not really suggestive of a direct breakout to the upside. Therefore, we're looking at a deeper setback and we need to be watching for the 22K area. If we can hold support at 22K, the next wave up will be most likely very bullish and could take us to above 30K again, possibly above 40K. However, if we break below 22K, it will open the door to new bear market lows. So this is a bit of a threshold level. Elliott Wave is very good at giving us objective levels where we get those pivots, those pivot points, which are the pivot between, let's say, a bullish and a bearish scenario. So we're going to talk about that when we get closer to that level. But until now, if I go to the 1 hour chart, we continue to see here this Elliott Wave triangle playing out. No change for more than a week. We've been tracking it and so far it has been working out nicely. Sideways is also a projection and a target. So for over a week, we've been talking about this triangle and so far it has guided, or the analysis has guided as well, I would say. We have not taken out the previous high. So the breakout point to the upside would be 30,050. Above that level, the scenario itself doesn't really change. It would just mean that this B wave that we've just talked about does not unfold as a triangle. It would just unfold as a higher B wave. And as long as we stay then below 31K, the idea would still be to come down in a C wave eventually of wave 2. The triangle can extend out further, which I wouldn't be surprised about if we get further sideways extensions until we get the inflation data. It could play out like that. And this needs to be the default. I mean, at the moment, it's of course possible to break out to the downside. Until we get a break below 27,210, which is the B wave low, we have no confirmed breakout. If we break below the D wave low, which is at 27,640, then at least we have a first indication the triangle is breaking to the downside. Needs to be confirmed by taking out the B wave low. But until one of those levels is taken out, the default and the mindset in a triangle needs to be we get further extensions in the triangle until it breaks. What you need to know is that we have already a full triangle count, so at any point it can break to the downside. If we get further extensions, that's absolutely normal behavior. So we can only analyze what we see. Nobody can tell you exactly when a triangle is going to break, but probabilities that the triangle is breaking are going to increase the longer it takes. And we now have the situation that a triangle count is already full. So it doesn't necessarily technically need to extend any further. It has done what it needs to do, because you can see we've got those 5 waves, A, B, C, D, E. I would prefer the breakout to the downside because the downside movements, they have been stronger than the movements to the upside here in the triangle, especially lately here. This move up was very, very characterized by a lot of overlaps. The move down now seems fairly strong again, but we don't have enough data to really label this. But you could say that as long as we stay below the E-wave high here at 29,850, the focus could be on lower, especially because the move down looked fairly impulsive. That move up looks quite corrective, so continuation would be preferred to the downside. And yeah, overall, the key level to the upside is 30,050. As long as that's holding, the overall focus can be on down. And even if we break above that, next resistance is already 31K. Not much more to add, so continuous sideways triangle movement. What would happen though if we get further sideways movement? How would I label the triangle? I think I showed you that in yesterday's video. So this fulfills all requirements for a triangle. It's quite simplistic though. Yeah, it's quite simplistic. Sometimes the A wave gets a bit more complex. So it could very well be that the A wave is actually sitting here. The B wave is actually there. Yeah, the C wave is actually here this high. The D wave is coming down now, maybe in now, but probably coming down a little lower. And then we'll get one more high in the E wave, and then we could, that might be, I think CPI data might be on the 10th. I'm not sure, but I think it's the 10th. So there's no problem in Bitcoin extending a little bit further. Okay, and as long as we don't get the breakout of these levels, I think that has to be the default mindset. It's a bit like in a third wave rally when you say, okay, right, I go with the trend as long as we hold support levels, yeah, because you can always get extensions. That needs to be the mindset, for example, in a third wave rally. We get extensions until support breaks, because otherwise you're just gonna exit the market too soon. But yeah, this is my view about Bitcoin. I hope you like the update. Bear in mind, today we've got our member live stream at 5 p.m. UTC for all channel members. Today we cover a very, very interesting topic, cover risk management in trading. So we talk about position sizing, we talk about setting stop losses, talk about directional edge, positional edge, you know. So if anybody's interested in that, because I get a lot of questions about stop losses and things like that, then yeah, you can check out the channel membership. The link is, of course, in the video description. Okay, that's my update about Bitcoin. I hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then please check out the channel membership. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye-bye.